Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a flip through of my personal rings, which if you've been around for a while is very new to me. I haven't been using rings for a really long time, but this just got back from repair from Louis Vuitton. And since I had it back in my possession, I really wanted to play around with it. So I did a full setup of it, and so far I've been really enjoying it. I've only been using it for about 3 days, so not all the inserts are filled out yet. But I thought that I could show you what I chose to put inside of it and why. And yeah, and then maybe in 3 weeks to 6 weeks, I'll come back and show you some of the inserts used and be sure to let you know if they ended up working how I intended or if I'm using them differently. Anyway, if that sounds good to you, I hope that you stick around. My name is Jay. On this channel, I create a combination of productivity planner related content as well as beauty related content. It's just like my little creative corner on the internet. So it'd mean the world to me if you liked this video and subscribed. And without further ado, let's just get started. So as I mentioned, this is the Louis Vuitton personal rings. They call it the MM size, stands for medium. So yeah. Here it is, the inside. Pockets in this planner are hard for me to decorate. I typically don't have as much issue decorating pockets as I do in this specific planner because this is the only planner that I have that has these shallow horizontal card slots. So this is what I've got going on right now. Who knows if it'll last, but yeah. Okay. At the front here, I just have a piece of craft plastic. I tend to put these at the front of all of my ring setups, which I haven't been in rings in about a year at this point, and I haven't been in personal rings for 3 years, something wild like that. Since I was I think it was my first semester of university, 4 years that I was in it for longer than a day. So yeah, I've been liking the size, which is interesting. This is the only thing I don't know where it's from because this is from when I was in rings a while ago. I'm not sure where I picked it up from, but it's just a make shit happen dashboard. Right here is my Sterling Ink Vellum. I forget what month this is from, but it's one of my favorite months. This is a clear pocket that I made myself. Actually, this is one of my cash envelope pockets. I just cut the top off because I just wanted a actual pocket. I just put some craft paper in there because I like the way that it layered, but on the back I'm using it as a sticky note dashboard. So I have some daily sticky notes from Cloth and Paper. These ones are from Saltelier, and then these ones that have tabs on the side are from the Planner Spot. And then I laminated a piece of digital paper from You and I Graphics on Etsy, which is a wonderful shop if you're looking for a bunch of different digital papers to use for whatever. I've actually printed them off before and used them as wrapping paper. I use them for a bunch of stuff, but they're really nice in planners as well. And then here I just have some simple sticky notes. I don't remember where those are from. They're from a Japanese brand though, because I purchased them at my local stationery store. I just don't remember the exact name. Okay, so my dividers are from Dividers Are Us on Etsy. I've had them for years though. I need to go in and change the labels, but I'm just using it how I had them pre-labeled years ago, just because I want to make sure I figure out all the sections before I go through and label them again. So first I just have the inbox. This is an insert from Paper Test Designs. I really like this inbox insert because you got a little key here and it's clean and minimal. Oh, by the way, I'm using really cheap 20-pound paper for my inserts because one thing I've noticed through using the Hobonichi Weeks, Tomoe River paper, and Stylogy paper, I really like when you use an insert or use a sheet of paper and it feels like you used it, and you get the indentations from the pen or a little bit of shadowing if you're using a highlighter, which I've been using 2 of the new mild liners mostly in here. I really like that, I realized. So I thought if I use 20-pound paper, not only will I be able to fit more in here, which means I won't have to print and cut as often, but also I might get I guess, like used feeling out of my inserts. We'll see how it goes. I used to use like 32-pound paper or nothing. So this is new for me on rings, and we'll try it out. And then here, this is from the planner spot, just a piece of vellum. And then I just have some of these brainstorming inserts from Simple and Trendy Co. I just like their layout. This is what I'm going to call my calendar section. So this has my yearly overview from Paper Test Designs. I went ahead and like blocked off the months that have already passed using some Sweet Caress large drop stickers. And it goes into here. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to use this for yet. And I'm also not sure. Well, I know I'm going to use, this is the future log. I know that I'm going to use this for like appointments and upcoming things. I just need to fill it out. But I haven't done that yet. This is the monthly cover page from Sterling Ink. You get this in the subscription if you're subscribed to her. And so for monthlies, I went with the Paper Test Designs month on 4-page. So you get a cover page for each month. You get your 2-page calendar spread. And then you get this productivity type tracker on the back, which is perfect for me. This is quite similar to the SM Plans Tending List insert, which I've used off and on for years. However, it doesn't have the daily planning section, which is actually perfect for me. I find that I don't stick with that insert long term because I fall off with the daily tracking. So I'm thinking that this is going to be the nice happy medium. So I just have August through January 2023 in here. That's one nice thing about the thin paper. I've been able to fit a lot of stuff on the rings without overstuffing it. So, and then I have my weekly tab. This is the Paper Test Designs Hobonichi Weeks layout. So we're not straying far from the general premise of the Hobonichi Weeks. Every setup that I've done since I've left the weeks for functional planning has been weeks inspired. There's no beating around the bush. It's just an insert. It's a layout that's really intuitive for me, so I went with it and I like it. For the following weeks though, I did go ahead and add in this half-page insert because I do like this layout, but I'm finding that this box isn't going to be enough for me to write down my food. So I think I'm going to put memories in this box, and then I'll write down my food here because theoretically I don't need to keep what I eat like months from now. But I do like the practice of writing it down. Just makes me more conscious of what I'm putting in my body, and I find that I eat better when I'm tracking it. So that should work. We're going to try it out for the first time next week. This, by the way, is from Jasenia's Printables, which if you're interested in purchasing anything from her, I would do so quickly because she's closing her shop down. Oh, by the way, this tab here is from Fox and Pip. So it's specifically for A6, but it works just fine in here. It doesn't poke out as far, but I think I like that even more. I can still feel it when I'm thumbing for it, so it's fine. And then I've got my daily section, which I'm using Jasenia Printables covers for the inserts that don't come with them. So like the Hobonichi Weeks insert from Paper Test Designs comes with this cover page, but some of my inserts that I have don't come already with a cover page. So the ones that don't, I'm using the Jasenia Printables one. So this is just my daily section. This daily I had from years ago. I believe it's from Simple and Trendy Co. on Etsy. I really like her inserts as well. Also, if you ever need like custom planner inserts, I've worked with her in the past and she's so good. She works really quickly, which is nice because, you know, when you get like an idea in your mind, you want it realized, at least I do, as fast as possible. She's great, and she'll really like work with you to make whatever you have in your mind come a reality. So anyway, this is a standard insert from her, I believe, in the shop, and I'm just using these as like scribble dailies. So yeah. And then another one of those tabs with some sticky notes on it to mark my day. This though is the 32-pound paper, just because I had a stack of these printed from when I was in personal rings years ago, and I'm just gonna try and work my way through it. But yeah, okay. And then this is gonna be like my tracker section. It's currently called Study Sesh, but again, I'm gonna relabel them once I figure out the exact names that I want them to be. So first I've got my budget section. So I think for budgeting, these are inserts that I haven't filled out yet. I actually printed them out last night and I just haven't filled them out yet. So I'm thinking for budgeting that I'm going to use this horizontal monthly, and I'll just put however much I spend in a day. And if I spend money that isn't like groceries or bills or like necessities, I can write down like what that extra spending was on this 31 list section. And then over here, I can track overall income, overall spending, and like where the majority of my fund money went during the month in this little grid spot. One thing that I've learned about myself in the past when it comes to financial planning, in like, not like financial planning in terms of like 10 years in the future and like stocks and all that stuff, but like financial planning in terms of like budgeting in my planner, I need to keep it simple, because when I make it difficult and intricate and elaborate, I don't keep up with it. So I'm thinking that this is going to be simple enough, yet still helpful. And then next I've got my wellness section, which is again, another one of those just sending out printables covers. And I'm using the Doa Designs times Planning with Aloe collaboration insert, which she created this fold out insert. So on the back here, we've got the self-care calendar where I'm just going to write down what I'm doing for self-care every day. And then on the inside here, we've got a monthly tracker, which I need to start filling out. You have a 31-day mood tracker. You can put your key here. And then negative thoughts, which you've changed it to positive thoughts. So you can like document any mindset shifts you have throughout the month. And I think that this is going to be easy enough to keep up with, but helpful. Because I've never really done any kind of self-care planning before. And this seemed like a nice way to kind of infuse that, but not have it be, again, elaborate and intricate. So yeah. And then behind that, I just have my health log, which is just a like notes page with the date. Like I just wrote this out by hand, and it'll do just behind that. And then I have just some extra self-care calendars printed and ready to go for the next couple of months. I have this insert from Paper Test Designs, which I think I'm going to use for monthly highlights. I do have my monthly highlights in my weeks. I just need to transfer them over, and then I'll continue on for the rest of the year in here. I'll probably document them in my weeks as well, but for the sake of continuity, I think this is going to be where I jot down highlights. And then I also have the Paper Test Designs entertainment bundle. I don't think I printed it all out, but I was mainly interested in the TV show series to watch. I don't know if I'll use the episode tracker, I might, but I was interested in the movies to watch on the back and the movie review. And same with the books to read and book review and podcast lists. So just a couple of different inserts to keep track of all things entertainment. And then this will probably get renamed to work. So here I have a YouTube section. So I'm using the Paper Test Designs Task Manager insert, and I think that this is going to really work for keeping track of YouTube stuff. So each like little box is going to be its own video, title of the video, and then all the things I need to do to get the video uploaded and live for all of you guys to watch. It's small enough and manageable enough, but still enough room to just keep track of everything. And then I also have, this is just a piece of sterling ink vellum, another one of my favorite months, by the way. This was July. And then I'm going to use, again, these horizontal monthlies to just plan out videos like weeks in advance. So I got a month at a glance for a couple months for social media stuff. And then I have an academic section, and I have these study session inserts. I'm thinking for LSAT stuff. Any other LSAT related stuff that I want to keep in my planner will also go in this section. I already had these printed out. This is on 32-pound paper. I don't know how well they'll work for what I'm currently doing for LSAT studying. Like, I think this is more like day-long study days in university. But I already had them printed, so I'm going to try it out. If not, no worries. I'll think of something else to track that. And then I just have a notes section. So this is a custom from CME Draw, one of my favorite quotes, another piece of that sterling ink vellum, and then just blank note paper and grid paper in the back. And that's it. I just use this old Rose Color Days. It's like a really thick, clear card. I just use it as a page lifter. I never flip back here, so I never really see it, but it works to keep my pages lifted. Anyway, that is the flip of my planner. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, let me know down below. You probably won't see this very often on the channel because it is like quite minimal. Like I'm not really decorating in here. So I think the Hobonichi videos and the memory planning stuff is what's gonna stay on the channel. Yeah, I really liked the A5 Day Free, but I just found like I needed some more structure. I needed some like pre-printed inserts. I needed just more structure, I think, at the root of it. And this came back to me after 6 months of it being repaired, and I hopped into it. So so if you guys enjoyed this video, let me know down below all of your thoughts, feelings, and opinions, and like and subscribe before you head out. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Bye.